Hello to my YouTube family, welcome to Akasha's World, and today we are going on a Hawaiian roller coaster ride with the Lilo and Stitch X ColourPop collection. Now, I'm a huge Stitch fan. I have a Stitch popcorn bucket, I have a Stitch necklace, I have a Stitch plushie. Don't come for Stitch. So when ColourPop launched this in May, I was really sad that I was gonna be missing it because I had to fly to London for my abroad program. So I missed it by like a couple days, and I was really sad because I wanted to make this video, and I was like, it's too late, the time has passed. But I was like, no, I need to do Stitch better there. Stitch deserves his own YouTube video, and you best believe I'm giving that to him because this collection, y'all, I have the entire thing. So adorable. Let's get into it because I don't want to keep y'all waiting anymore. So I'm going to start with eyeshadows, which I actually have two different formulas. So we have the eyeshadow palette. This is their Beach Dreaming eyeshadow palette. I mean, look at how cute Stitch looks there. And I mean, there's literally space one. This is like make my Disney heart so happy. Here's the color story. I have mixed feelings. I think they did somewhat of a good job capturing the aesthetic, but I'm not seeing Stitch. Like, I can see the Hawaii aesthetic that they were going for. Where is the blue? Like, I'm sorry, there's one shimmer blue. I was kind of like, ColourPop, what happened here? Like, I understand, but like literally red is not what you think of when you think of Stitch. Like, it's very aesthetic, don't get me wrong, but I want a matte blue. Where is that? Luckily I have others, but we're gonna figure out how to get a look out of this, but this definitely leans heavy purple. Like, that color is coming across blue. It's much more violet in person. So I'm gonna use it on one eye, and on the other eye, we're gonna use the LIlo and Stitch Shadow Sticks Duo, which this actually has two. It has one in the shade Alien Vibes, and then He's All Yours. They're both duochrome shades, so that's gotta be really cute. And I am really happy that these seem like they match the Stitch aesthetic a little bit more. I wish this was a more deeper blue, but this color, very pretty. So let's get into it. We're gonna start with the palette on one eye. I was low-key thinking a lot, how can I capture a look with this palette? And I wanna keep it blue, but there's not many opportunities. So we're gonna try our best. I'm gonna go in with goodness level here, and I'm curious about this formula because ColourPop very hit or miss with these collections. Like, I've had the Beauty and the Beast one be low-key one of the best drugstore palettes I've used, Tangled one be up to par, and then I forgot which palette it was, but it was so bad I couldn't even say anything. And the mattes, my issue with sometimes ColourPop formulas is they have these really pretty shades that just don't show up on deeper skin tones. So I do like how this one is showing up though. Like, this one you can actually tell there is a nice amount of pigment. Definitely purple. This is not blue, which it does look purple. So, I mean, I kind of knew that. But, and again, I'm only going to do this on one eye because I want to use the shadow sticks on the other. I will say the names, kind of boring. Like, low-key, this palette, I feel like they didn't really get the job done. Like, they really missed the opportunity to be cute and fluffy. They have a fluffy shade and they have cutest alien, but where's the cute and fluffy? And I'm like, I almost feel like the people who made this palette, not the rest of the collection, but this palette, they did not watch the new Lilo and Stitch, which, what are y'all's thoughts on it? That's our question of the video today. Like, let me know, what did you think of it? I know it's a pretty controversial movie. I loved it. Frankly, I watched it twice in theaters. I'm gonna see it when it goes on Disney Plus very soon because I loved it. I understand it was different than the original. Like, obviously, you're very strongly connected to that one, but I thought it was like, you have both, and I liked the different direction they went in, and I'm not gonna say I was happy about it because it's sad AF, but still very I thought it was a really cute movie, and I low-key cried both times seeing it, so I do like that shade. I mean, I guess it is kind of leaning a little bit blue, but it is going on somewhat patchy, and you can kind of see that, and it's on par for ColourPop formulas. It's reminding me, I forgot what palette it was, but it's very much reminding me of the cheaper ColourPop formulas that they do with the Disney collections. Like, the Tangled and Beauty and the Beast one I thought were really high quality. This is giving, they had like 10 days to make it, and they rushed these formulas, and maybe reused because these are not high quality. I'm gonna be honest. The mattes, at least so far, not up to par, but now I'm like, how do I create a shade? So I think we're just gonna have to go away from the Stitch vibe and deepen it out with 626, which is this really deep purple shade. It's not blue. And I'm just gonna put that on the outer third, really. And I really hate how there's no mirror. Like, I love seeing Stitch, but put a mirror ColourPop. Like, it's annoying. That shade is nice, though. It definitely is much deeper, so I feel like this would be the base shade for my next eye look with this. Really pretty shade, actually. I like this one. This matte also is blending so much better. This is the quality I want for the price. And I actually really do like 626. Really pretty. I'm being messy with it because, as always, I am gonna clean it up. So don't worry if it looks off. It is going to look off for now, but it will look stunning later on. Also, I kind of have to take that deeper shade more in because that light shade really just did not do the job. So I have to make sure I get that pigment from the more purple blue shade. But again, I'm kind of like, how do you not have a more blue shade than this? Like, this is the bluest it goes in the mattes, and I can't get over that. ColourPop, low-key, what are y'all thinking there? I'm like, it's an amazing palette, but like, seriously, this is the best we could do for Stitch. I'm gonna go in with, I guess, this is hard. I guess I'm gonna go in with Fluffy, which is this matte pink, because low-key, I don't want it to just be these boring purples. And I feel like this is the most I can get something interesting without it going red, and I don't really feel like red for Stitch. We're just gonna go in with that really light pink shade and hope that it adds something interesting. And this one is giving me the same issue as the light violet shade, like it's really no pigment. I'm sorry to disappoint y'all. This is not a good video so far. Like, I'm kind of sad that this is not really panning out as good as I wanted, because I love Stitch and I was like so excited for this, but these formulas, in my opinion, are not it. Like, I'm sorry. This is really... I'm actually going to go in with Hibiscus, which is a deeper pink reddish shade, because I feel like I have to, otherwise this look is just not going to come together. It's making it better. It's definitely adding more of the pink, but still, these shades are not pigmented enough. Like, let me warn y'all, if you are not very fair, if you're any deeper than me, this palette, it is not going to work. And I say this as a avid supporter of ColourPop and Stitch. I'm being completely honest. Like, this is just not up to par with some of their other formula. I'm gonna try my best to fix it. It's not blended, but frankly, like, I'm just gonna let it be. And we're gonna go in with the shade... Low-key, I think I'm gonna go with Cutest Alien, which is the bluest shade in here. It does look more blue than the others, but it still is looking a little bit more violet in person, so let's see. I'm low-key just gonna cover that pink up, because this look is not gonna work otherwise, and at least this way we kind of get something Stitch related. Okay, I'm happy with the shimmer. This shimmer is blue. I think this is a really nice formula. This is the Beauty and the Beast shimmer formula because of how easy it blends with the little fallout it has. I love the shimmers, and that's what I always hate about these palettes, is the shimmers are so pretty, and honestly, I think they make the price worth it, but, like, don't use the mattes, and in that case, like, why would I even consider buying? I am going to go in with the shade Waves All Day, which is this, like, topper, like, literally glitter topper shade that is a lime green light turquoise shade that I think could be really pretty, and just top it here, because that would give the nice waves effect. This is a really pretty shade. Now, this one has more fallout. I will say you can definitely see the fallout coming through, so I'll have to clean it up. But low-key, this might be worth it because that shade fixed the look. Like, I have to clean it up, but those shimmers saved a really mediocre look. So, mattes, truly, truly awful. Shimmers, stunning, match the Stitch aesthetic. So, I'm happy those are in it, but... yeah, that's something. Let me clean it up really quick. Okay, so I was able to fix it. I did kind of just fan it out a bit to get more of a lifted effect, and I'm not mad at it. Again, quality is not up to par. Very difficult to use. If you're a beginner in makeup, please don't get this, because you will spend your whole life trying to blend these formulas out, the matte ones, and they will just not come together because they're not going to. So I like the look I created, but like the shimmers are the only reason it worked. So kind of disappointed with Beach Dreaming. I had high hopes, and I'm sorry. I didn't like the color story, but no. Allergies in Texas. What I am excited for is these two shadow sticks. I think these could be really stunning. I'm gonna start out with the shade Alien Vibe, really light green blue shade, so I think it could be nice. Let's hope. It is a duochrome, so I am kind of scared. So definitely more lime green, but honestly, this is... I like this lime green because this is kind of like, I don't know how to explain it, but this gives Stitch lime green. Like, this I could understand putting in the collection because I kind of get it. Like, this one is pretty nice. I don't really see the duochrome. I guess it's like a little bit green, yellow. I just see green, but it may just be the light. But this is actually gliding on really smooth. I feel like there's a lot of pigment, very opaque formula, and I'm impressed by this one. Let me put on some of the pink slash violet, which is the He's All Yours. This shade low-key excites me more, but I think it's less of the Stitch vibe. So I'm just gonna kind of put it like in the inner third or outer third. Ooh, I like this one because this one's blue. Wait, I will say they don't blend the easiest, so you really have to be careful how you're using them, and they don't layer on top of each other well. So like, as you can see, they kind of created a mess, but I'm gonna put more of the green on just so that comes through. And now it's getting patchy because I layered it on top of each other. Now it's really, really patchy. First of all, this is not the shade it claims to be. That's my first issue. Let me clean this up. You know, I was low-key about to recommend this one over the eyeshadow palette formula-wise, but I think the eyeshadows might just be a skip because, like, I don't... It worked nice. It worked nice. I got a really pretty Frosty the Snowman look. I definitely think that pink messed it up because this is a frosty shade. This shade I actually like. Like, I wish I would probably go back and use this. If anything, I'll put a little bit in my inner corners because I think this is a really nice shade. The formula sucks. Like, I'm gonna be honest. This was hard to work with, difficult to use, everything about these. But now we can get into the exciting fun stuff. I have some complexion stuff. This is the crowd favorite cream blush. It is a weightless pH color changing formula. It's literally blue, and look at how happy Stitch looks there. Oh, this is adorable. I love this. This is the vibe I want from this collection. And even there, I wish LIlo was there because I'm like, why is LIlo not anywhere in this collection? But this is literally a blue blush. And I mean, look at how cute Stitch looks there. I'm curious to see how this looks because let's just say pH blushes are interesting. It almost looks like there's water in it though, so I think that's a really cute effect. So off of swatch though, it's pink as I expected, and even in the palette it gets more pink. So there goes the blue, but I'm glad there's some blue in the collection because there was nothing else in those eyeshadows, so I'll take it here. And it's a really pretty blush color. It actually, I mean, it's obviously pH changing just means it's gonna turn pink, like that's what it is. But I don't hate it. I'm glad they incorporated the blue somehow, and I truly do think this is a really pretty formula. Very easy to blend. I believe it's just their Instant Crush formula, which I do think is really solid. So I think it would show up on any skin tone because it does have that pH change, so it's really just going to turn pink on everyone's skin tone. But like the pigment is nice. Like I'm able to build it up. I'm able to get a nice effect. This is super duper pretty. I like this. This is what I wanted from the collection, so I will take it. And also packaging, 10 out of 10 here. Now, I also have, probably my favorite thing, I think, is the Ohana Super Shock Highlighter. This looks pretty. Also, they named it Ohana, which, that makes you cry. If that doesn't make you cry, like, what? And look at how cute that is. And then, this is cute. I loved this. Like, low-key, I would probably display this because of how cute it is. It's literally blue, and this is what I wanted. Ooh. Also, like, this feels luxe. There's a mirror. It has a different kind of plastic than these like paper ones. So this feels more what I would want the collection to be. But that's stunning. Oh wait, that is stunning. It's a gold color, it's not blue, don't worry, but that is stunning. Let me get a brush. Ooh, I love this highlighter. This is so pretty. I can't say it's a Stitch themed highlighter. It's really just a normal golden highlighter with some blue reflect that you really don't see honestly, but that is really pretty. It definitely is intense, super pigment. This will give an intense glittery glow. So it does have some more glitter flecks than I would like, but I really do like that formula. That's giving Stitch realness. They're making up for the really terrible eyeshadow formulas in this complexion stuff. So I'll take it. I'm not mad at that. That is really stunning. Okay, I popped on some mascara because frankly this look needed mascara to save it. And now I think actually what my favorite and most exciting part is these 3 ultra glossy lip oils / lip glosses that they launched that are literally in popsicles. These are what I think is the best part of the collection. I am so excited for these. So, I mean, first of all, packaging, we have Stitch eating ice cream here, super sweet. Experiment 626 is the space one. And then we have Surfer Vibes, which is literally him surfing. Like, where is LIlo though? Like, could they not have just put LIlo and Naughty on here? But really cute. We're gonna try each one, of course. So this one is the super sweet one. This one is the super sweet one, very small, much smaller, but it's literally a popsicle. And I think, yeah, okay, so it comes out like this. It's not like, I thought maybe, but it comes out like this, which definitely makes sense. Let's see. That's really cute. I also really like Random Touch, but I love how Stitch is on it. Actually, that's a nice, cute memorabilia edition, and this is a really nice formula. If you haven't tried their ultra glossy lip, it actually is very nice. It's hydrating enough, it's not sticky, but it grips on. Like, I had nothing bad to say about these. I'm really just critiquing the color, and it's nice. This is a really nice nude pinkish color for me that I'm not mad at. I feel like I could wear this every day, and I really like that shade. This is super sweet. Again, the ice cream one, super nice. Let's try the next one. Also, they like don't leave your lips feeling uncomfortable. Like, they feel moisturizing and they make your lips feel so soft. Okay, next we're gonna go in with Surfer Vibes because it's the one closest to me. Okay, so this one is a little bit more red, it looks like. This one was really pink. This one's more red. Again, popsicle. And this one has him surfing, which is really cute. Oh, it has him eating ice cream. I didn't even see that. This one has him surfing. I love that. Okay, I'm assuming this one's gonna be more of a popsicle stain. Okay, this one's more pink. This one's actually more opaque pink. That one was more neutral. It's not red, it's pink. very vibrant, same formula. It's really pretty. I like the other shade better, frankly. That's all I'm gonna say. I like the other shade better. Okay, then the last one we have, I think it's the Experiment 626. This is the space theme one, and this one looks the most red. Interestingly enough, like that one's hot pink, this one's light pink, this one looks red, and I do like how he has his little blasters, but I'm curious about this one. They all do smell different. This one smells like apricot. I think this one's more of a peachy shade actually than red. They just really, these are hard to tell, but this one's definitely giving more peachy. Well, no, it is red. It is red. I actually like this one the best. I think this one has the most pigment to it, and it also just blends the best to give a really nice stain to the lips. I definitely like this one. More intense of a shade. This one would be my nude one, the ice cream one. This one smells really sweet, so that makes sense. This one smells florally almost. So they do all have different scents. I like all of them. Honestly, I would use all of them. I'm not going to keep all of them. I am going to give these away to friends just because, like, I don't need these, but they are so cute. Maybe I'll keep one to, like, display. I think my favorite is the Experiment 626. This is the one I'm wearing right now. I think it has the most pigment. It looks the most glossy. Just overall, I like the smell and everything the best. Second favorite is the Sweet Treat Ice Cream one or Super Sweet one. This one's nice. Least favorite is the Surfer Vibes. Not because it's bad, but just because I feel like the pigment, I wasn't loving the color. It was looking too hot pink, too dramatic. So that's that. But my recap on this, very, very interesting take on Stitch. So first of all, here is the mostly finished look. Obviously, it was really rushed, but here's what the eyes are looking like. This is with the shadow sticks. This is with the eyeshadow palette. I definitely like the eyeshadow palette one better. I think that blue shimmer saved it. It made it look more Stitch-like. But I do like that green inner corner highlight. It's a really pretty shade. Now, my favorite things from the collection automatically is this highlighter. I think it's not necessarily Stitch themed, but the packaging, the mirror, it feels like the most high quality, and I think this is the best formula. Like, I feel like that highlighter really blended in, it looks gorgeous, and whether or not it's Stitch themed, it's called Ohana, so I liked it. Second favorite thing is actually these lip popsicle thingies that I think they're really nicely themed. They're just really cute. Like, if you want to pick up a small thing from this collection because you love Stitch, I don't know if it's still available because I'm so late to it, but I would recommend getting these because they're a small thing. You know the formula is good. You can display them. They're really cute. Yeah, I think these are really worth it. Next, I didn't have any issues with their blush. I honestly just don't like how it turns like pink in here, which it is pH, but it feels kind of cheap. It feels like they just like tapped on like Stitch's face to it and they didn't really put thought to it versus like the highlighter. I feel like they actually put more thought into the theming. This one feels more boring, but it is cute, so formula's fine as well. Now, my next thing is probably the Beach Dreaming eyeshadow palette. This is not ColourPop's best work in a collab. Tangled, Beauty and the Beast stand the best eyeshadow palettes in my opinion with the mattes and the shimmers. The mattes are absolutely awful. Like, except for that really deep purple, I would nearly say they're unusable, which says a lot because I can make eyeshadows work. I think they are truly unusable because they were not blending. Really, the deep purple one was I think it was 626. That was the only shade I think you could work with. But if you are a deeper skin tone and not extremely fair, the rest all look the exact same. And frankly, the pigment goes away quicker than you can say Stitch. So I'm a bit disappointed by those mattes. Really awful quality, I've got to say. But the shimmers are what saved the look. Like that blue and really nice glitter shimmer, like they saved the look completely. It would not have looked this good without it. So shimmers are amazing. Mattes absolutely are trash. Should you get it? No. There's so many other palettes that you can get a blue look. Like, why would you want to get it just because it's Stitch themed? I don't think it's Stitch themed enough. Like, they literally just made a Hawaii themed palette and tacked on Stitch. Y'all, these stick eyeshadows are truly awful. Like, I'm sorry, ColourPop. These are absolutely awful. And it's sad because I think on their own, they can actually give a really pretty effect. But then when I think about it more, I don't think either of them are duochrome, number one. I don't think they have enough color or pigment to them. And they get so patchy, especially if you layer them. But even on their own, they're patchy that you can't use them and they mess up the look. Like, I truly am very disappointed. These are quite possibly one of the worst eyeshadow formulas I've tried. And it doesn't even look that pretty. Like, it just looks very sloppy, it doesn't look good. So I'm really disappointed. These are my least favorites, and it was hard to beat the eyeshadow palette, but that's my least favorite. Overall, do I think ColourPop got LIlo and Stitch right? Well, they definitely don't have LIlo in it. I'll say that for sure. There's no LIlo, but I think they got Stitch right with everything except the eyes. Like, they really screwed up the eyes. They need to redo that, but I will say the complexion and lips, I'm not mad at. Really nice formulas, but I don't think this collection is worth your money. Unless you really, really love Stitch and want something from it, you don't need to get it. If you didn't already get it, time is on. Like, don't get it. But I'm not mad at it. Like, at the end of the day, I love Stitch, so I'm going to buy anything that has his face on it and his name, but I'm sad to say this is not ColourPop's best work. If anything, that Tangled collection is so much better. So That's my review on the LIlo and Stitch collection. A bit of a doozy, but I do think the look came together somewhat okay. So take with that as you will, and let me know if you have questions in the comments. Make sure you subscribe and watch all my videos and go on my Instagram and TikTok, where I'm gonna also post a very quick recap of these. But I hope, and I will see y'all later.